Hey guys, today I'm filming my March favorites for 2015 and I have quite a nice variety of products to share with you today. But first I wanted to mention some things about my videos. So if you have ever looked in the description box of my videos, you know that they are pretty darn detailed, but I also have a section of videos that I think you'd be interested in, and all of those videos were about a year old, so I have started updating them. I have done an updated makeup collection and an eyebrow routine. The ones you will see next will be my must-have makeup brushes, drugstore makeup starter kit, and my skincare routine and foundation routine as well. So those will be coming soon. I really just want to have those links updated for you guys since it has been at least a year for all of them. So definitely, if you are not subscribed, make sure that you do subscribe so you can see all of those videos that are in the works. And now on to the favorites. The first item would be the Hard Candy Glamoflague foundation in the shade Porcelain. I do have a first impression demo which I will have linked for you guys if you want to check that out. And I do not wear this foundation on its own because it's much too light for me. It doesn't look it in the bottle, but when I apply it on my face, it shows up straight white. Check out my first impression if you want to see my reaction to that. It was kind of crazy. But I have been using this as a mixing foundation and I love it. My Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo foundation is about half a shade too dark for me, so I will mix 2 pumps of Kat Von D with 1 pump of the Hard Candy and it creates the perfect color for me, which is great. I really struggle with my foundation always matching me, but that creates a perfect combination. Today I'm using this foundation with my e.l.f. Acne Fighting and I'm doing 1 pump of that and 1 pump of this, and it creates the perfect combo because that e.l.f. is darker than my Kat Von D. So I am enjoying this as a mixing foundation to help lighten my foundations up that are a bit too dark for me. The formula of this is really nice as well, but I just cannot wear the color on its own, but I have been using it every single day, so I'm really happy about that. My next face product is a face powder. This is the new Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder in the shade number 1 Translucent, and this is not a translucent powder. It is a very pale color with a yellow undertone. This is not going to be sheer on the face. It will give you color. So it actually works for my skin tone. You guys know my NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat powder in Ivory is my favorite, but I can only buy that shade online. But this shade is the same, and I'm so happy I can find this at the drugstore. This gives about medium coverage, which I like, and it has a great color. It helps keep me pretty matte, so I'm really enjoying this, and I will definitely be repurchasing this when I run out because it's so much easier to pick that up at the store than buy the NYX online. So if you are oily skin or normal skin, I would definitely recommend you guys check out this powder. So my next favorite would be the Colourpop Super Shock Cheeks. My video right before this one was a review on these, so definitely check that out. I'll have it linked for you guys, and I have been loving these. I've been wearing them all month, and I have 4 shades. The first one I have is Holiday, which I'm wearing on my cheeks today. This is a matte, light, bright peachy pink. Then I have Fox, which is a satin finish, and this is a really pretty burnt peach. Then I have Early Bird, which is a matte rose coral. And then I have Clutch, which is a matte red coral. So check out my review for all of the details on those blushes, but I've really been enjoying them and wearing them just about every single day this month. So now moving on to eye products. First off would be the eye look I'm wearing today. I have been wearing this so much this month, and that would be using the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells trio, which I've had in my collection for a while, and I enjoy it, but I didn't really wear it a ton, but I've been wearing it so much. And this is what it looks like if you haven't seen this. I think the neutral undertones of this neutral trio pair perfectly with pastel lips and cheeks, so I have been loving that and wearing it a ton. But all of these 3 shades are shimmers, and I am not a fan of an all shimmer look, so I added in some other shades. As a transition color, I use the Milani Bella Eyes in the shade number 3 Bella Cappuccino. In my outer corner, I use this CQ single in the shade Bark, just a deep dark matte brown. And as a brow bone highlight, I use the shade from Wet n Wild in Brulee, which is a beautiful matte cream. So I had somebody ask me how I wore this and made it look not so shimmery, and that's because I added in those extra matte shades to really help tie in the look and have a great balance between shimmer and matte. Also with that look, I have been wearing a brown pencil liner on my upper lash line. I'm wearing that today, and I've actually been loving that. I wear black wing liquid liner every day, but I've been loving this. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 liner in Whiskey. This is a beautiful brown that pairs really well with this trio. So every time I wear this, I am wearing this pencil, which is great because I don't wear this very often. So to have two products that I don't wear very often, wearing them basically every day, I'm really, really happy about that. Then I have one more eye look that I was loving with two Colourpop shadows, and I posted about this on Instagram as a Friday favorite, and I wore this look a couple different times this month, but I really enjoyed it. So on my lid, I was using Colourpop's Amaze, which is a metallic rose gold. And in my crease, I was using Colourpop's Bill, which is a matte finish, and this is a really nice mauve shade. It's showing up a little bit more gray on camera, but in person and on the eye, it has a bit more mauve undertones to it. So both of these pair beautifully together, and it gives me a look that reminds me of the Naked 3 palette from Urban Decay, so I really like that, and I love the formula of these two shadows. I also have a review of my Colourpop eyeshadows, which I'll link down below for you guys. So I actually don't have any lip favorites for this month. I did like all the products that I tried, but there wasn't anything that really stood out to me as a favorite. But I do have a favorite nail polish of the month, and it's what I'm wearing today. This is Formula X Alive. It was limited edition from spring 2014, and I actually purchased this at the beginning of last summer and loved it during the summer, but I found that it was extra fitting for the spring. It is a beautiful, perfect peachy pink shade, opaque in 3 coats, so I really, really enjoyed this polish, and if you guys were able to get your hands on it, I recommend you bust it out or look for it online because it's a great formula and I really love the color. So my next two favorites are some brushes from RC Cosmetics. Now, RC Cosmetics did send these to me, but they are not sponsoring this video. They did not even ask me to mention these products in a video, but I've been trying them all month and genuinely loving them. So the first brush is this angled flat top kabuki, and I have been using this for foundation, and I've used it every single day. You guys know how much I love my Real Techniques Expert face brush, but I think I might like this one a little bit more. It covers a larger area and it gives such great full coverage. And also, because of the bristles, I'm assuming, I don't actually have to clean this as often, which I love. The bristles don't kind of stick together and space out and everything. This works so perfectly with a ton of different foundations that I've tried. It even works with the Revlon Color Stay Whipped, which is a super thick foundation. So this brush is incredible. Unfortunately, RC Cosmetics does not sell the brushes individually. You have to buy them in a set. So this comes in a set with 4 other kabuki style brushes that are dupes of the Sigma Sigmax brushes, but a lot cheaper. So I think it's definitely worth getting this set so you can get the flat top, round top, and the tapered top kabuki. I think that all of them will provide great purposes, but I absolutely love this brush. And I also have one eye brush favorite from RC Cosmetics. This is their round top precision brush, and this is a dupe for the Sigma P82, which I do have, except the bristles are a bit longer and it's still dense but not as dense as the Sigma, and I find that it makes this easier to work with. So I have been on the hunt for a crease brush to use with my Colourpop shadows, and this is the perfect brush. Whether you're using a matte shade or a shimmer shade, it picks up the perfect amount of product and applies it perfectly in the crease without skipping or making it look patchy. This is the only brush that I found that I love for my Colourpop shadows in the crease, so I would totally recommend this. And like I said, this comes in a set as well, but I think it's totally worth it, and it's very inexpensive dupe for these Sigma brushes. So my next favorite would be the Z palettes. I have the small and large Leopard. I've not been using the large, but I have been using the small and totally loving it. So these small Z palettes can fit 9 shadows, 5 shadows and 1 blush, or 2 shadows and 2 blushes. So I just have an example of them here for you, and this is what I use to house my Makeup Geek shadows. So I have them in here, and I've been using this MAC shaping powder and it fits in here perfectly. I think that the quality of these are really phenomenal and they're totally worth the hype, and I'm glad that I finally purchased some. So my next favorite is random but super exciting. If you've tried the Colourpop Lippie pencils, you know that the packaging is plastic but sharpenable. I was terrified to sharpen this because I thought I was going to jack it up, and I did sharpen this one, and I actually used the Jordana pencil sharpener and it worked perfectly. I think this is like 99 cents or something, but it actually sharpened really smoothly. As you can see, there's no jagged edges, and I'm so impressed and relieved. I've been needing to sharpen this bound pencil forever, but I've been afraid to jack it up. Perfect combination right here as well. I love finding things like that. So my last beauty favorite is a skincare favorite. This is something I've just been trying for the past week but fell in love with. This is the Biore Pore Penetrating Charcoal Bar. It is just a soap that you can use daily, and I use this in the shower, and this actually lathers really well, and it has a super strong mint scent. So if you don't like mint, you will despise this. This is what it looks like, and I just, you know, rub it into my face, and it has a really strong minty scent, which makes my skin feel so fresh and clean, and I'm in love with that. I have never felt like my face was so clean before. I'm super impressed by this and really enjoying it. So I would recommend this to you if you have normal combo oily skin. It works really great as a gentle cleanser. So guys, now into my random favorites. First off is a YouTube feature. They just started doing these YouTube card, which is a annotation that you can actually click on a mobile device, which I'm so excited about. That's something that I hated about annotations, is that they never showed up on phones, but they do now, which I'm really happy about. I don't know if you can do speech bubbles. I think you can only do links, so that kind of sucks, but I'm really excited to play more with that feature. I've only used it in one video so far, which was my Throwback Thursday, but I really enjoyed it and thought it was super awesome feature. I have two YouTube video favorites this month. First off is from Ami from AM Beauty Life. She also did a review and swatch video on the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek Blushes, which we'll have linked down below because we picked up totally different colors. So if you want to see swatches of more shades and her review on them, check that video. And also, Miss Holly Berry's recently posted her top 10 spring polishes. I always love her top 10 polish. She actually picks 10 color categories and gives 3 examples for each category, so you get to see 30 polishes. I love spring polishes, so I was super excited about that video. I will have it linked down below, so check that out. Then I had 2 TV show favorites this month. RuPaul's Drag Race started up again, and I'm so excited for it. There are so many great queens. Then also Bates Motel Season 3, which I love. Those shows are totally different, but I'm equally obsessed with it. Then I have 3 song favorites: Truffle Butter by Nicki Minaj, Going Down For Real by Flo Rida, and Somebody by Natalia LaRose. I will have the music videos linked down below as well. So guys, that is my March favorites. Please leave a comment down below or a video response of your monthly favorites. Let me know if you've tried any of these products. Thank you so much for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.